Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and in celebration of the Grand Tournament expansion coming out, today we will be rebuilding our warrior deck. The final video of my series of videos. I have rebuilt and looked at every single card, and this is video 21 for today of the Grand Tournament. So I've done a lot of recording. Uh, Let's start by seeing what our old warrior deck was all about. It's not about a lot. It's around the concept of enrage characters to do 1 damage to your own characters and give them attack. So we have Inner Rage here, deals 1 damage to a minion, gives it +2 attack. Whirlwind does 1 damage to all minions. Dragon Egg isn't technically in the rage character, but he does summon a 2/1 whelp every time it takes damage, so you can get at least a couple out of them. The Warbot has the Enrage ability of +1 attack. The Battle Rage card, notice here it's all about rage. Draw a card for each damaged creature. Rampage, give a damaged minion +3/+3, so you can do like 1 damage to the Dragon Egg and then make it a 3/4 for a couple of mana. We have the Revenge, which does 1 damage to all minions unless you have less than 12 health, and then it does 3 damage. And then Omni Berserker, another Enrage. The Cruel Taskmaster, if I can read it correctly. It deals 1 damage to a minion and gives it +2 attack. The Owl, which was a pretty standard card, and I think I probably still am going to end up having an Owl in most of my decks. The Acolyte of Pain shouldn't be in that deck. I was getting desperate with that thought. The Raging Worgen, almost every single card has Rage in the name. The Tauren Warrior, uh, Death, Death Spite here does 1 damage to all minions when it's used up. The Defender of Argus, just because. The Antique Healbot was a card I was using quite a lot because it is pretty decent for a 5 mana card. It's a 3/3 mech that restores 8 health, but I think we can find better. The Grim Patron, was trying that out, really doesn't succeed often enough to be useful. And then my major card here that I tried to get as powerful as possible, but often it didn't succeed, was the Guru Bashi Berserker. Is that how it's pronounced? Well, I didn't realize you could do this. You can just right click cards and they will take you right to where they are. Oh, it will. Interesting. That's cool. You learn something new every time. Anyways, the Berserker gets +3 attack every time it takes damage. So it can get pretty powerful. Usually, kinda. But let's see what we can choose from now that we have the Grand Tournament out. Inner Rage, we saw that. Execute, destroy a damaged minion. I don't think we'll be using that. Deal 1 damage to a minion for each armor you have. Now there is an armor deck you can build with the warrior, but I don't have the cards to do it. If you have a weapon, give it a +1/+1, otherwise equip a 1/3 weapon. That's a pretty decent card. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use the last of my dust for it quite yet. I only have 245 dust left. I spent quite a lot over the process. Whirlwind, Warbot, Fire War Axe. It's either got Rage in the name or it's got War in the name. Bolster, give your taunt minions +2/+2. That's a new card and a new concept that only gives specific types of minions. Thanks. Yeah, you're pretty desperate if you do any cards that draws more cards. That's not a good thing. Deal 2 damage to 2 random enemies? Nah. Your minions can't be reduced below 1 health this turn. Draw a card. That is another card I'm gonna think about making. Because that probably, if I was gonna make a rage deck, would help a lot. Give your hero +4 attack this turn. It's alright, but it's not that great. Rampage is a pretty good card, I think. Slam, deal 2 damage. If it survives, draw a card. If you're holding a dragon, gain +1 attack and charge. Nah, I wouldn't use that card. I'm not keen on dragon decks quite yet. We need some more dragons. Whenever a friendly minion takes damage, gain 1 armor. Now, you would definitely want this card in your deck if you were trying to make an armor deck. Deal 1 damage, we've seen that one. Give a minion taunt on top of having taunt itself. I think we'll try that one. If you have a minion with taunt, gain 1 durability. I think we'll try that one. Bash. Deal 3 damage, gain 3 armor. Let's see. Deal 1 damage to a random minion repeatedly until a minion dies. This is the Bouncing Blade. It's a interesting card. I don't know if you should really play it. It came out in Goblins vs. Gnomes and not very many people adopted it because it's probably too random. Give a friendly minion charge and +2 attack. I don't think you would need that. Gain 5 armor, draw a card. Whenever a minion takes damage, gain +1 attack. Give your weapon +1 attack for this Inspire ability. That's an interesting thought. I'll have to think about that one. Whenever you summon a minion with 3 or less, give a charge. Probably not use that. Possibly we'll keep Death Spite on the table. Mortal Strike, deal 4 damage unless you have less than 12, then deal 6. Any of these cards where it says it does better if you have less than 12 health aren't great cards. You don't want to be less than 12 health. Equip a 2/2 weapon. Whenever this minion takes damage, deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. Okay. Charge. Let's see. Come on, visual glitches. They keep coming. What is it? Say. Come on, work. I'm gonna have to skip this one just because it doesn't want to render correctly. Well, let's see. Something damages the minion until the something to attacks. I can't even read it. I'm too far away from the screen. Let's see. Next one is give a friendly mech +2/+2. Let's get closer to the screen and see if I can read that other card in the unzoomed out form. Also damages the minion next to the whoever it attacks. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Alright. It's a decent card actually, but I wouldn't spend 400 dust on it. I wish I was just rolling in dust. I've seen some other people that have like way too much gold, way too much dust. They've dumped way too much money. Either their fans on YouTube, the fans of these YouTube people, have given them too much money and they've wasted it all in this one game, or they've just been playing for way too much. Let's see. Come on. It says battle cry, shuffle a mine into your opponent's deck. When it's drawn, deal 2 damage. And that is the Iron Juggernaut. I would play it. It's a pretty interesting 6 mana card, but I don't have it. Whenever you draw this, deal 1 damage to your minions. Maybe, maybe not. If I was doing an enraged deck, yes. Gain 5 armor, 7 durability, 1 use card. I don't think there actually is anything else to this thing. So this is a pretty horrible weapon. On your 7th turn, you could summon it and do 7 to the face. Destroy a minion. If you have a damaged minion, this costs 4 less. And then this guy has charge and an enrage of +6. He's a legendary, he costs 1600. I would definitely have him in an enraged deck. This one has a battle cry, draw 3 cards, put any minion you draw directly into the battlefield. Definitely a card I would want to play. So, what is missing here and is this one. This is the real card if you're gonna do armor, an armor deck. You need to have both of these cards, gain 2 of these, and gain as much armor as you can. If you can get up to like 30 armor, then this card for 1 mana would do 30 damage. Unfortunately, that's about the only card that really works based on the number of armor you have, and I don't even have it. So armor deck is out. So what I want to see for the neutral cards would be, do any of them work with armor? No. And let's see what the ones that have enrage are. In fact, if I just type in rage, I get a couple more. Rager, Magma Rager. So Enrage was better. So I think we might end up just doing an Enrage deck again. Doesn't seem like you can really change it too much. If we look at the Inspire cards, there, let's see, is only 1 Inspire, gives you weapon plus 1 attack. And then gain an attack, gain a health. Maybe that would work in an enraged deck. Summon and restore 2 health to your hero, become stronger. Give your other minions +1/+1. Yeah, there's a couple of Inspire cards that would work, I think. But yeah, I don't see a ton of things you could do here. When we look at the phrase weapon, we could play some pirate things. I could see how you would make a pirate deck trying to play this, but your options as far as pirates, well, this is weapons, is going to be kind of limited, I think. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe that's why I often get stuck playing the warrior and the rogue, and both of those decks were very difficult for me. So when we look at the number of weapon cards here, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 5 for the shaman, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the rogue, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the paladin, and 3 for the hunter. So The warrior's got the most number of weapons of any of the guys, if that's how you want to play it. So now we gotta figure out how we do want to play it. Let's first of all say goodbye to our old warrior deck and start building our new warrior deck. Okay, what weapon do I want? I want to try this one, and I believe this one. Well, before, let's do this one. Give your weapon +2, equip up to 2. Honestly, this might be even better. Let's take that. Start with that. Get the attack and equal to that. Has charge when you have a weapon. Removes 1 durability from your opponent's weapon. Costs 1 less plus the attack of your weapon. Or an enrage to give you some weapons. And even Blingatron kind of makes sense. Alright. So that's the weapon thought. Now let's start looking at maybe the taunt guys. There's a taunt guy we haven't tried before. What else? What else? What else? Take that. Brawl. I don't think I'd play Brawl. Alright. So that's taunt guys. Now it's time for a rage guys. So a couple inner rages and a couple warbots, and I'll take 2 of those and 2 of those and 2 of those. And if I type in enrage, I believe that only makes the number smaller. Okay. So now we're looking for damage as the phrase that we want to add more cards to. Take a couple of those. Let's see, where else? We're looking for the Berserker, definitely, and let's see, what else can we not live without? I never got to use any of these North Sea Krakens. Just didn't see a point. Well, I run into all these other cards that have multi-card strategies and work together more. So just a basic deck of strong cards. Not really ever an option to play that kind of deck. Unfortunately, it just doesn't win, is part of the problem. Even the best deck of the strongest basic characters just doesn't win. So we were thinking here of maybe getting rid of this, or I was thinking here, getting rid of this and doing that instead. And then this for 5. So we'll get rid of Blingatron and take this, and we'll get one of these and take this. And I want 2 of these too. What else can I get rid of? That. And we'll get rid of one of these. So that's a pretty late game deck here. We don't have a lot of we don't have anything we can play first turn at all. Let's see. What would I want to put in here as a 1-mana creature? I gotta get the Warbot in there. We'll take one of these out and put this back in. That at least has something that we can play on the first turn. Let's try this deck. I think it's a pretty shaky one, but we'll see how it works. And then we will be done. This is our final deck rebuild for the grand tournament, and with it I cannot think of anything else that I could make footage off of. Like I said, I've seen other YouTubers who have way too much gold and way too much dust, and some of them are just live streaming, opening hundreds and hundreds of packs of cards, but I think the 50 plus I did was more than enough, and it is the culmination of hard work in my case, of actual playing and grinding through Hearthstone. I didn't put any money into the system. Didn't pre-order it, didn't buy any gold at any point. Never have, probably never would.
Job's done.
Well, predictably I can't do anything on my first turn. That is something that would definitely need to be improved upon. You need more than 2 1-mana cards in your deck. Oddly though, he couldn't do anything either. So, gains 1 health every time I gain armor. That's pretty good deal. Inspire gives you weapons +1 attack. We just do that. That works pretty well. If you wanted to play more defensively with your warrior. Okay, so what do I want to do here? That's not right. Let's play this, and then next turn play this.
Try this.
And just end the turn. So he'll probably just use this to attack this. Unless he can cast a spell or something to kill him otherwise. Okay. So if I play this and then inspire this, then this will attack this and do 1 damage, and I'm not ready for it to do damage. So I'm just gonna end my turn now. Reason why is I want kind of this to come out first. It would be nice if I could get all 3 of these cards out, but I can't. So we'll start with we'll do the Berserker, which is our main focus. Alright, here's the in turn. This guy can attack if he wants, but it's only gonna make it worse for him.
By the power of Ragnaros, I have the power!
Lots of people playing Emperor Therusian. Personally, I'm not sure he really is worth it. Let's see. Do I want to do Axe Flinger? Do I want an Enrage? Setup?
I wonder.
Let's do Axe Flinger. And this guy. Let's do this to the face. And this to the face.
Job's done.
22 versus 30 health and 2 armor. I think armor stops showing when you have 99 of them, but it probably doesn't stop counting. I just think that they run out of space and just don't bother anymore. But it very well may be that it keeps going. I'd have to go back and see search YouTube, see what it does.
I must choose.
Come on, choose. That's all you gotta do. Choose. Okay. This one. And then this one. Then this. And end the turn. I have 15, 17 on board here. Now I have 23 on board. More than enough to defeat him. If he can't do something here. He's gotta figure something out. If he can do just 1 damage, he'll kill this guy.
Let the pain speak to me.
He's got 7 mana, you'd think. Well, hardly surprising that that didn't pull off. Oh, I kind of thought it might work. Well, we still have plenty to go here. This,
My ancestors watch over.
this, kill this guy, so he doesn't have his ability anymore. Do I want to kill this guy? I mean, he's gonna be able to kill this otherwise, so yeah. You can use your hero power twice in a turn. Alright. If he wants to do it, he can do it. So I'll have to kill at least 2 out of 3 of his characters to get past this guy. And oddly, he's gonna do it in the wrong order, so this guy's gonna be enraged. So now he pretty much has to use the owl, or he kills the garrison commander, which he probably wants to keep.
Charge forward! Let the pain speak to me.
I see.
He has 13 cards, I have 18. If I could keep things going, I could potentially have him run out of cards.
May my ancestors.
This. Use your hero ability twice. Give him charge. Let's get rid of this guy. And then
Stop moving!
attack this guy in the face,
Job's done.
and then you turn. So I suspect he's gonna stupidly attack this guy with this guy, enrage him, and then have to either attack with this guy or this guy and kill either one. Whereas if he had not done that, he would have kept one of this guys alive. Didn't have much choice, I wouldn't have played that card normally. I don't think I'm gonna win this. I think I need to probably do some tweaking to this deck. Also, I just think I've kind of run into an unlucky draw here. I wouldn't completely blame the deck for this loss. We had a lot of cards we could play. They just got played and still got defeated.
Everyone, get in here! Everyone, get in here!
Oh, I'd never thought about this guy. And while these guys are getting summoned. That's an interesting
Enjoy
thought.
raiding. Job's done.
Minions, servants,
Ah, Kel'Thuzad. Kel'Thuzad, whatever. Whatever he goes by. This is gonna be a nightmare. Well, can't do anything. End the turn. I think he'll probably beat me on this. No, he doesn't have enough. He's one short. But with Ragnaros, he'll win. As soon as he ends his turn, he'll get the rare at the end of the turn victory. Winning out of your battle phase victory. We don't have phases in Hearthstone, which I think is probably cool. I think it's a cool idea to get away from that. It's very much what happens in Magic the Gathering. There's a bunch of phases, and in Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game, there were some phases too. But I kind of like the way Hearthstone just kind of all goes. Anywho, that's it for this episode, and that's it for the grand tournament. Let me know down in the description if you think there was something else I should have covered or done. Uh, since it was just a card expansion, the cards are just here. With 100 gold, I could buy more. In theory, I could buy 10 more packs right now if I wanted to. I don't think I will do that. What I think I will do is keep on buying the packs of the classics until I am certain that there are no more classics to be had. I want to get a complete classics collection, which is uh, a good way to just say, alright, I know I have all the classic cards, and then I can work my way up to all of the Goblins vs. Gnomes cards, and they can be crafted and say craft all of those, and then eventually I will get to the Grand Tournament. Notice that there are no craftable Nexramus or Blackrock Mountain cards, and there are 2 craftable reward cards. These are reward things that you would have gotten for something. Who knows what? If I could read it, maybe it would say, but that's it. Basic cards can't be crafted either because those are the soulbound cards you start off with in the game. Anyway, so I will be doing some crafting off screen, and then I will be caught up. The next newest recordings of me playing Hearthstone will come as soon as all of my old recordings of me playing Hearthstone are aired. Right now, the videos that are airing are before even when Tavern Brawl was introduced, so that's going to be a month at least before you catch up to this point. I record videos ahead of time because it just helps make sure videos are always available, and it gives me more free time to record other series. Speaking of other series, click on my name Rydo, click on that playlist tab from my main YouTube page, and check out all the series of videos that I have done. Watch some other ones. Watch my Hearthstone series if that's all you love. You'll probably notice that my regular Hearthstone series has me talking a lot more about what's going on my channel and what's going on in my life, because it's basically a vlog series on top of playing Hearthstone. I do comment on the gameplay a little bit, but not as seriously as I have been doing for the Grand Tournament videos. So I hope you like that and appreciate that. It gives me something to do while I play. So yeah, we're done. So as always, I say the same thing over and over again. I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos because all of that helps me with YouTube. If you click on my name Rydo to get to my main YouTube page, on the right is the blue button that says support this channel. I would very much appreciate if you click that and make a donation. Even a donation as small as $1 really can go a long way for me. I can get another game, which can be another series, to comment over and record. And then I definitely need to improve and need help on all those social media sites. Everybody wants more followers. So down below in the description I have links to battle.net so you can friend me here. It really would be helpful to have more friends because we get quests every now and then to say watch your friends win a game of Hearthstone, and when I get that quest it takes me about all day to find somebody online that can actually win a game, because like it says, I only have 12 friends right now. So I need more. Friend me on Steam. That's something I want to improve upon. I don't know what you'd really get from it. I think it would probably be easier for you to gift me Steam codes. It would probably be easier if you wanted to trade or give me trading cards if I really want to get into that. I really don't, but maybe eventually I will. Uh, but it's a different way you can follow me in. Then the real places I want you to follow me though are follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and follow me on Google Plus. You almost certainly have a Google Plus account even if you never check it. So all that. I'm also on Tumblr. I haven't figured out quite how that works. I don't know if people even can follow me on that, but maybe they can. Maybe it's just you reblog me on Tumblr. I haven't really figured it all out. There's a lot of services out there. Probably a lot more I need to be on. I just haven't figured them out. Uh, so if you know how they work and how they how I can use it to promote my videos and make better content, let me know down in the comments. And that's it. So thank you for watching this, and a very special thank you if you watched all 21 of these videos in the first day or in even one day or a week, because you've gone through a lot. I've gone through a lot. Boy am I tired. This was by far the most amount of recording I've ever done in one day. I hope it pays off. I hope it gets me a lot of videos, views. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.